yourself. And it's gonna be roadblocks, it's gonna be tribulations, but always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, you know, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. I like me, so I like me that much.
Yeah. Look. And hello, I'm the narrator. And put yourself in two different stories. One has a life, a wife, and a kid, and a stable job to support all his dreams and win all again. And the other lives a life of regret, hate and despair. He's been waiting for the day when his life will come to an end. Which one are you? Will you pick and choose the man who has it all? Cause you wouldn't dare to choose a man who needs a car. From a lifeline, support cash, you wouldn't choose that man. I know your thoughts, but it's two differences between the haves and I. You wouldn't choose to be him, I used to be them. A man who came from nothing, picking pieces up, can't hope to see more loving. You would rather be a man who has the very most to lose. I tell you that it is the poor man you should choose.
I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came.
Let's go, man. I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. Bro, man, that's a bar, boy. Anywho, man, what's good, people? It's your boy Double O. We back with another one. And you already see from the title what it is. It's just another Friday. We speaking Mike Wang live. The legend, like I said on social media, speaks question and answers about NBA 2K26 and pretty much the direction that we're going for the next following game. So, like always, before we get into it and check my situation out, y'all hit the like button. I'll give you time to do that while I get sitchy. Feel me? Okay. All right, I didn't get copyrighted. I did get copyrighted on this one. I don't even know if I did. Also, while you at it, it was a music audio. Wow. Erase song. We'll trim out segment. Erase song. Also, while you at it, you know what I'm saying? If you don't mind, if you're new to the game, I try to bring out content every time I go live. If you feel some substance on what I'm saying or what I'm about to say, go ahead and hit that sub for your boy. And take you some time to do that as well. All right, we about to get into it, man. I got to introduce the world back to me. I think they don't understand who I am. You know what I'm saying? You must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. All right. Okay, bet. Appreciate y'all for that. All right, let's get to it. So, I was on the internet. You know, I got to give some contents to this because, you know, people tend to, it's a lot of like followers in this thing of social media that, you know, I'm not custom doing. That's not something I'm custom to doing or being around. And sometimes, you know, I might get carried away. I'm not gonna hold you. Sometimes I get carried away. And, you know, I'm one of them people, if you come for me, you better be ready to take this ride, because, you know what I'm saying? You can step on my shoe, I'm dragging you to hell. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pretend as if I'm good or greater than anybody. You know what I'm saying? I have my moments just like anybody else. But I made a post today, and the only reason this even caught my attention, because I take, you know, I be at work a lot, so I got to keep my notifications off and stuff like that. So I can't really respond to certain things, but I noticed this comment that popped up on my screen. So let me see. We was on X with it. All right, bet. So I made this little comment, and this is what sparked this whole video today. I said, buddy from NBA 2K26 News and Intel just pretty much said, be honest, who pre-ordered 2K after the game dropped today, after the announcement that was yesterday. I was like, dude, let me put me in bold print, you heard? After today, nigga, I pre-ordered the day it was announced. Y'all better stop acting like Wang not a legend when it comes to making NBA basketball sims. And you know, somebody said, oh, you only got 15, 17 likes and 15 this. I'm like, dude, let's be clear. I don't get paid for none of the stuff I put on Twitter. This is me. I don't follow the get along gang people. I'm not the ones that sit here and go on social media to bash something just because everybody else is bashing it. Let's be very clear. I've been playing 2K since ESPN, since its existence, since the game was $25, $30 coming out of Game Slut, EB Games, Funko Land. If you know those places, if you know, you know. I'm one of the real OGs when it comes to this 2K mess. Now, I am not I'm out here doing what everybody else is doing. You feel me? Everybody that play 2K for the most part, you out here living your NBA fantasy dreams. You wanted to make it to the league if you played basketball, street ball, whatever form of basketball, you're living your fantasy into video games. It's the same thing with Madden, soccer, whatever the case may be. So I know for a fact, like, I've spent a nice chunk of money with 2K. Like, let's be clear. But this is the one right here. This little dub weirdo nigga. He said, Rage Bait worked 17 likes and 15 replies. I didn't even know I had 15 replies. So I decided to go through. I responded to Buddy. Do it show my respawn? Yeah, show my respawn. So I said, you sound dumb as F. Rage bait for what? I'm not even monetized to make money. I'm just not one of those clowns that bash the game, then go out and buy the game just to cry about it another year. I actually put in hours playing Goofy. Long story segment short, but he caught my attention. This is the reason why I'm even doing this. So scrolled through and it was like, it was so many people, I was like, dang, I ain't got enough time to respond to these niggas. So let me just do a video real quick. So I just give a little paraphrase. He's not a legend. He just happened to be with the only company that put out a game, so there's no comp. You sound slow. When it was competition out here, Mike Wang worked for the competition, which I plugged. I'm saying you bugging. His resume alone says otherwise. When NBA Live was out here, when at its peak, we talking about Carmelo Anthony peak, Vince Carter peak of 2K. Mike Wang was there. He was the one orchestrating that game. Then he transitioned over to NBA 2K and made 2K great and been killing it with 2K. Like, dude, what are you talking about? The dude has a resume that proves what I'm saying without a shadow of a doubt. And everybody just call it like, oh, you D-riding. It's like, no, I'm being honest. D-riding is you bashing the person that you keep constantly buying their product. That's D-riding. That's backbiting like a mother. Y'all go out year in and year out and buy the game that you're bashing about and complain that it haven't changed or nothing. It's the same game, which is asinine to me. That is crazy to me. You cannot look at from ESPN. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna go that far. You can't go back to NBA 2K16 or 15 and then look at NBA 2K25 and say, we are the same. You can't go back to any 2K for the most part. I'm just saying within like 2 years. Give me 2 years. So that means from 2K16 to 2K18, 2K18 to 2K20. You cannot tell me there has not been a significant increase, growth, evolve of NBA 2K. No one can say that argument. I will argue you up and down on that, point blank and period. We can have a debate on that, and we can go video, clip for clip, actual gameplay. I'm not talking about trailers. I'm talking about real life, in your hand controller gameplay. You cannot tell me that this game haven't evolved every 2-year span. This one also, these are the ones I just responded to. Was he a legend in 25 or 24 or any 2K after 22 then? And I said, yes, every time 2K drop, people rush out to buy. It's 2K was so trash. I should have said if 2K was so trash, would have been lost his job. He would have been lost his job. I said, you niggas are the same goofies that would jump on the social media, bash the game, and go out and buy the game. How about this? Go look at your payment history on NBA 2K25, and if you spent more than $200 for the whole year, go sit in timeout and reflect on your life. And these pretty much everybody was bashing, so cover here and there that understood what I was saying. I like the Illuminati post. Yeah, that was crazy. That ticked me off. That one right there at the bottom ticked me off. But anyway, so I like to bring a little fun fact to what I'm saying. Like, I like to bring receipts, and that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna bring receipts on what I'm saying. Let me go ahead and get this off. We ain't talking about social media BS. So if we go, simple Google, NBA 2K profit. And it clearly says, this is AI, so you can take it with a grain of salt. But if you're like myself, you got an ETF investment in Take-Two, and if you done did your part to put in some form of money or investing in an ETF that evolves around Take-Two. But it says NBA 2K games have significantly profit drivers for Take-Two Interactive. The company that owns 2K Sports, the NBA 2K franchise has consistently exceeded internal expectations. Consistently exceeded internal expectations and remain a key part of the company's financial stability. For example, let's highlight this. And this is just 2K25. In one quarter, that's not even a full year of 2K. In one quarter, NBA 2K25 sales met those of its predecessors, but the franchise saw double-digit growth in average revenue per user. Double-digit growth in average revenue per user. That means per person, it's seen growth. Remind you, this is the 2K that everybody is crying and bashing about. They did not like the pro play. They did not like the rhythm shooting. They did not like the baseline sensitivity towards the out of bounds line. What else they did not like? The game had supposed to have been dead after 6 months. It said double-digit profit in average revenue per user. This is why I said go into your payment history on your Sony account or go into your Microsoft emails and you go check out and say, type in NBA 2K25 and let's see how much you spent on the game. How much you went out your purse or your pocket when you tapped your purse and you went in there and bought that VC because you wanted to get extra skins or build another character. You went out there and was following up behind these YouTubers, the ones that keep telling y'all, oh, the game is trash, but every year they're playing the game and then they justify it by saying, oh, I'm a content creator, as if they can't create content off of another game. It literally said this game made double-digit profits. You can see videos of people that went out and spent over $2 billion on 2K, and it's a yearly release game. How is he not a legend at that point? How is Mike Wang not a legend at this point? Ever since 2K have existed, for the most part, Mike Wang has been involved in it. He got it to this point now where we're actually in simulation basketball. So y'all want to confuse this with cartoony animes. No, it says simulation on the back of the box. And he knocks it out the park every time. And proof is in the pudding. I ain't gotta say much. You can just go on your bank account and let's see how much you spent on 2K. And like I said, if it was over, I gave you a grace period. If it was over $200, and the only reason I'm giving you a grace period because, okay, if you wanted to make a bill, you probably, like myself personally, I went out and got the 120 edition of the game because I wanted the season pass for NBA league pass. Okay, cool. I paid the extra bread, got it for the year, did what I did. I spent more than 80. I spent 80 bucks and I give you a cushion to buy some VC for $80, $100, somewhere like that, and make a bill. Usually this is like, I want to say this is like the second year of 2Ks that I've been lazy. I can openly say I've been lazy to the point where I didn't go to my career and just grind my bill. Usually my guys know I would play my career for seasons and get all of my VC out of my career, running some games in rec, a couple of the pro-am games, and then that's pretty much it. For the most part, I would do it that way to get my VC for my bills. But the last 2 years, this year was the most terrible one for me because I was at work. I still play 2K here in and here out while I'm at work for the most part, but I haven't put in the time like I normally do because of work. But nigga, I done seen video clips of people dropping 2 bands, 3 bands, 5 bands. The game drop every year and they do it consistently with no problems. So again, like I was saying, the game 2K25 had in 1 quarter alone has blew its daggone financial reports out of the water compared to the previous games. But he's not a legend. Yeah, okay. Y'all are the problem, bro. Y'all are the problem because y'all can't be real with yourselves. And niggas don't want to be honest with yourselves that y'all actually enjoy the game. But let's get to these Q&A, man. Let's get to the Q&A like I wanted to. So, there's just a couple things that done went through because, again, once the game is announced, Mike Wang then came out of the shadows, his vacation or wherever he's been. And, he ran it up and just was answering questions. And sidebar, just in case where they're like, because I know the arguments. I've been around the social media aspect of 2K, been into the spaces and all that mess. So for the clowns that's finna say, oh, you just saying that because you're trying to get some type of deals or you're trying to get seen in the 2K community. The 2K community is trash. I don't want to be seen in the community. They are undecisive on what they want within the video game to the point where it is now. It's too divided where they go out and the people in the forefront get the ear of the developers and they ask questions. I remember last year when Mike Wang was actually in the spaces talking to people and they was making changes on the fly. Every time y'all request a change, y'all destroy the game. 2K25, when it first dropped, it was on point, on par. People was loving the game. I remember this stuff. Y'all can go and check it out yourselves. People were screaming to the rooftops. The defense is on point. Oh my God, I can actually do my sigs and my moves, my dribble moves. Oh, everybody was happy. And then all of a sudden, people started screaming, oh, the defense, I can't get my SIGs off. Oh, every time I'm using the speed boost so the speed burst is not there. oh, my player get fatigued too quick when they dribbling, and it's like he started slowing down, and I heard all of that mess, every last one of it. And then Mike Wang went out, they started tweaking the game, and then all of a sudden everybody rolled out, oh, the game's not the same no more. Now the defense, I can't get steals, I'm not getting my proper bump animations. Yeah, whatever, man. Y'all niggas is weird. I don't want to be associated with you cats. Y'all don't know what you want in a real video game. I'm basing my opinion and my view off of what I play. I want to see evolution in basketball. I want to see evolution in 2K. I want to see this game evolve. I've been one of the ones, and you can check my videos out on 2K, champion that they stopped the X button for shooting and steals. Why is the X button controlling both of my arms? I said I'm heavy with the right stick. I think the more you focus and give benefit towards that right stick, the more people should use it, in my opinion. It make it more understandable and logical. Like, okay, if I was reaching and I reached in the wrong arm, like if the dude was driving to his right and I flicked it on my left and it was the wrong goddamn reach animation because I had the wrong arm to reach for the foul, it's a foul. I think that's way more logical and way more understanding. With the X button, it gives too many excuses to say, oh, 2K did this, 2K did that. I do not like quick time events for my dunk animation media. I already said that in my previous video when I did the review of 2K26, and they was talking about you're gonna have a dunk sequence of different buttons. I have my stripes with 2K, but it ain't on the level of you niggas. I can point out what they doing good as well. Post game is now getting a way more advanced improvement like it needed to, especially with the centers. You're gonna have to time your rebounds. Do I like that it's an animation sequence for it? No, but you shouldn't, just because you got a high rebound and you just press the button, you automatically get a rebound. No, you should time it like it is in basketball. You just can't jump in the air and expect the ball gonna come in your hands because you got long arms. No, you gotta time the bounce. You gotta be in position to grab that rebound. And it helps in some cases because if a smaller build time his jump, not saying they gotta be a perfectly on point, like I towered over your body type of rebound, but if I timed it before you and you jumped early, I should be able to grab that rebound. That's basketball. I done seen countless times Ja Morant, Ant-Man get rebounds over centers left and right. Josh Hart get rebounds over centers left and right. So yeah, the foot planning with the pro play with 2.0, I knew it was gonna be an improvement. What I'm seeing from it, I'm loving it. I'm loving the new improvements to pro play because you know they do the selling point of, oh, we enhanced this and we enhanced that. We're getting to the point now where hopefully if the player is doing dumb dribble moves and I position and time myself in the way that he's going, with the new physics with the basketball, he should lose the ball. Point blank and period. Hopefully they space the daggone courts out. Like, I have my issues with 2K, but I know I'm willing to come to reality and see what it is. 2K is not only just because it's the only game out there, it's really that good of a game because every day, every year, year in, year out, people come out and buy this game. If it was that trash, I wouldn't invest my time in it. That's where I invest my time at. That's why I play the game. It just is what it is. So with this Q&A, it says pretty much, oh, this was what, 8 minutes ago. He said, will there be a boost for turning the shot meter off? He said, turning shot meter off will significantly increase the size of your green window. W. Bro, take the training wheels off, like always. nice. I should get a benefit for not using that mess. I have to visually sit there and play the game. Damn, see, we're gonna do it like this. I'm writing my comments like always. W for meter, shot meter off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I probably do that. That's a W in my opinion. It said, let me see, can we pull the chair when being back down? Oh, there you go, cool. I can zoom in. Can we pull a chair when being back down in the paint? Yes, you can pull a chair in the post by tapping circle. I don't know why duh. Like, why would they change that? That's been in all the other 2Ks. Like, yeah, duh. It says, have there been any changes to baseline sensitivity? Yes. There is an improvement to address the baseline sensitivity, especially when attempting baseline layups. This is a W. Now, how good the sensitivity is, I don't know, because I gotta wait and see at this point, because I don't think it was that bad. If you're coming in pro play and how you see how the player is actually moving, sometimes your moves, like let's take the baseline spin. People will do the wide. People don't even know there's 2 variations of the baseline spin. It's one where you hold LT, I forgot what it is. I mean L2 on PlayStation, and you do the half circle motion, and that's the wide baseline spin, or the wide inside spin when you do counterclockwise. But if you actually don't hold, you hit LT and you half circle and you go straight on the right left stick, it actually smoothens out and make a closer spin on the body towards the paint. So it is not so wide with the ball, with the angle itself. That's what it does. But people don't know that. We only know one dynamic, one trick, and we just focus on that part. We don't pay attention to the actual breaking down of the game, because it's so many variations of scoring or getting it past your opponent in this game that everybody don't utilize. It's just what it is. Let's say, hopefully not too sensitive. Hopefully, on baseline sensitivity. Because last year wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Last year I was more, and they addressed it in the videos with you passing the ball on the in the corners. It's like, oh, you can have like a 91 pass accuracy, because my sweet spot with 91s with my bills. And when you pass the ball, especially if you did like if it wasn't an overhead pass, it would hit the rim. Like the thing would literally hit the rim every time. And they got the new what do you call it, pass wraps. We're gonna see how that is. It still seemed like they took the bounce pass or the fancy pass and they just revamped it. So I don't know. We got to see. Also, is the size of the green window different from no dip compared to regular catch and shoot? He said the answer, the green window for quick catch shots are the same as regular. It's possible this could change in the future. Well, I don't know. This one I still got to see. It's a wait and see for me on this one. Let me see. A wait and see on this one. Need to check it out. Like this one, I don't know. Because I do like that Reggie Miller. Because you in the game, once again, people was never doing this. if you was just a spot up shooter, well, some of us knew. If you hold LT, you actually position your character ready for a catch and shoot moment. Majority of us just waited for set shot to happen. So they'll just catch the ball, wait for set shot to trigger, and then you'll pull your shot. Now with this catch and quick catch and shoot, feel like that Reggie Miller type of feel to it, where right when you get the ball, you in motion, ready to pull. That I seen it, that preview when they had Donovan Mitchell. He came up off the baseline to the 3-point line, and he passing the ball. He just already setting his motion. That's boy, that was smooth. That was smooth, boy. That was smooth. It reminded me of that Reggie Miller type of feel. You see, he said, if you don't green a rebound, can you still get it? What happened when two people both green a window? Oh, this is a good question. This is really good right here. Okay, so what happened when y'all both timed it? You can still grab a rebound if you don't green the timing, and it is a little, and if a little player is trying to out rebound a big, excellent timing will often not be enough to secure the board. Okay, so they negated what I said earlier. I thought if you did a perfect rebound with a short man, it gave you the opportunity to get a rebound. I guess not. If the big makes zero effort and just stand there, the little guy will have a better chance with perfect timing. Well, okay, with perfect timing though. Okay, that's tough because again, people will just think I got a big man, I'm towering over you, I'm gonna get the rebound regardless. But I don't really see no big that just sat in the paint and just didn't grab a rebound though. So little man still gonna have a disadvantage. This is pretty much what I'm getting from it. You still gonna have a disadvantage on the rebound unless the player just didn't give any effort in grabbing the rebound. That's what it seemed like. If two players green the rebound timing, the outcome is decided by position, rating, and height. There you go. So the taller guy with the ratings, depending on what you rank your player, 99 rebound, 87, whatever, you try to hit a threshold, that whoever has the most increase or as well as position, because a lot of y'all do not box out when the shot is in the air. People do not hit LT to box out their opponent. That's why I be running through the paint, grabbing tip dunks on you niggas with my 92 dunk, driving dunk, and posterizer, because y'all don't hold LT to block out any opponents coming. And you got the height. So this is good. This is a W. He said the core mechanics around how rebound work isn't changing in NBA 2K26. Timing your jump has been an improvement aspect of rebounding. The indicator was added just to help players understand how rebounding works. Me personally, I hate the indicators. It's becoming too flashy for me when it comes to all the stuff that's on the hood. But I'm a picky person anyway. Even with my shooters, I take the hoods off. I don't put all that stuff on display. I believe if I'm going to play the game, I'm going to be immersed into the game. It's just a feel factor to me. I usually take off everything: the shot meter, the rebound, any meter that's gonna be on the game is usually cut off on my side of things. So still a good W for this. I was wrong about the small men's having the advantage or possibility getting the advantage of grabbing rebounds. Again, if the person just didn't jump, then you got an opportunity to get the rebound. But for the most part, or they missed time they jump, short guys got an opportunity to grab a rebound. But other than that, he said it hasn't really changed much outside of just allowing you to get a boost in your stats with the rebounds and indicator also. So, still a W, nonetheless. What else you got? Since double tapping circle/B is wrap pass now, can you still do flashy pass? Flashy passes have been moved to circle and AB. What? I said circle. It's moved across square circle. I'm about to say, well, how the heck they get circle and we get AB on Xbox? Okay, so that ain't too bad. You just moved it over to that. You got 2 button presses instead of 1. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I rarely use that anyway. And then self alley hoops are now mapped to square triangle and YX. What? Yeah, I don't like this. I can't even hold you. I don't like this. I don't like this one. I gotta be buck with you. That's crazy. So because X and Y, well, Y was typically, I don't like the double tapping of the buttons. That's the part. Because if you don't double tap it correctly, it's either you're gonna throw an overhead pass to somebody that's not there, or you're gonna do a run up jump shot if you hit the X before you hit the Y button. I don't like that one. I can't hold you. I don't have an alternative with this to say like what could we do that can be different button mapping wise. I don't know. I don't know on this one. Maybe take the indicator button. You know how you hit RB for icon passing or something? I don't know. I can't even hold you on this one. Or LB and square, something like that. I don't know. But this right here ain't it, because I can see myself making a mistake of either doing an overhead pass or a shot because I didn't press both of the buttons simultaneously to do alley-oop or self alley-oop. But is it just for self alley-oops? It's not for regular alley-oops? Let me ask that question. I ain't see that. I just see self alley-oops. Question mark. Got people slow. They don't be seeing that little question mark symbol at the end. It's like, this is a question, my guy. This ain't a statement. Oh, this is a nice one. Hold on. He said, are there any chances to dribble beside the new control for signature size up? Are there any changes to dribbling besides the new controls for signature size up? Okay. Dribbling has changed a lot in NBA 2K26. Benching and chaining moves will generally feel more responsive, and you can interrupt more moves than you could in NBA 2K25. That is all I wanted. That right there is it, because never mind. Let me finish. We made an effort to make dribbling faster and the input more responsive as well. You'll find some great new content, as well as the return of some old favorites, hipping behind the back wrap. So I think dribbling heads will be able to create some nice highlights this year. Now, this is perfect because everybody was just going through the can animations. Everybody was using the same dribble moves. I forgot Buddy's name from the Cavs. Garland. Everybody was using that when they found out you can speed burst, or you had some form of fast-paced dribble moves that can get past your defender with him to create space when you're shooting. Now being able to cancel out of it, Ooh, hey, oh, heads up, let me see. Now you ain't got to go through the whole animation, which people can predict, and then with 2K, they wouldn't let you actually steal a ball because they was going through the animations, even though you knew what the animation was and was timing every daggone position and every shake move. Maybe this time you're going to get much of a reward of being able to stop your player from actually doing their dribble moves, countering them, and actually anticipating what their next move to actually steal the ball this year. Gotta wait and see. I'm on the side of defense on this one. Hopefully, defense is rewarded for being strategic and being able to counter your opponent on the field, on the court, to the point where if I anticipate where you're going and I meet you there and it's a steal and I pluck, let me get my steal, my G. If I got my steals, let me get my steal, my G. That's all I'm asking. But I wanted to ask this question in here though. Please, let me put this in caps. Bring back Jamal Crawford 6. Please. And thank you. Oh, snap. Cause guess what? They hating on Jamal Crawford. I don't know if he had paid money for his 6 to be out of NBA 2K. I don't know. I don't know the backstory behind it. All I know is this. I need my Jamal Crawford behind the back, and I want my Jamal Crawford size up. Cause for my 6'7", 6'6" bills out there, if you play 2K23, 20, I think it was in 24. Oh, no, I don't even think it was in 24. No, it wasn't in 24. 23, 22, you know about Jamal Crawford and how he get busy. Come on, man. Stop acting like Jamal Crawford wasn't in the league. Stop acting like he wasn't one of them ones. Come on, man. Get it together, Mike Wang, on that one. I need Jamal Crawford ASAP. And I don't want it in no daggone season pass pack either. Give me that day 0. Anywho, can you explain how the rhythm shooting works? Can I still green a shot with early or late? No, hopefully not. Rhythm shooting is basically all about mastering your shot's unique tempo. There's still an ideal timing point for you when to push the right pro stick, but you don't need but you don't have to green the timing to make the shot. However, the better you time your release, the more wiggle room you have to match the tempo. Oh, bruh. And you know what? I ain't giving no tricks on that one, because it is a way of timing your shot in there, especially with the KD size up. And who was that? Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum was a great one, but I'm not telling that. The timing for the right stick movement, and you had to shoot with the right stick also. Like you saying, you gotta put that together with the shot meter. Yeah, whatever. It was a trick behind it, but it was worth the reward. The timing of the right stick movement and the speed of the stick throw will also affect how the animation plays out. If you start the push early or throw the stick fast, you'll see the shooter reach or rush the animation. If you delay your push, you'll see the player hold the set point and hang a bit before starting the shot. All the shooting motion. I never knew that. I know what he's talking about too, because I try to do the size up and then I'll pull for like a step back to try to create space. And it was like a crazy build up I thought it was because my player was maybe tired, but okay. And if you throw the stick too slowly, you'll see a lazy looking follow through. Yeah, it's great if you need to intentionally rush your shot to beat a close out or low shot clock, but your green tempo window will be smaller. I gotta see how that play out, because that's all about motion. That's all about you paying attention to your build and when you shooting those shots. Um, yeah, but also if you take off the meter and if you use the right stick instead of using X, yeah, you get some stuff. So how does rhythm shooting work and button shooting compare? I hate this question. It said the goal was to make rhythm and button shooting viable options with either having an advantage over the other. But they are very different mechanics, so it's not really possible to directly compare them. It definitely isn't. Some will be much better with the button and some will be much better with the stick. Rhythm shooting is definitely more rewarding IMO though. And I'm sorry, I've been saying this for some years now. 2K need to let go. Ever since right stick shooting has been a part of 2K and has evolved, it has very much evolved over the years. I've been saying get rid of button shooting. And bro, you gotta take the training wheels off. Shoot, if they take out the daggone button shooting, you can probably use that for alley-oops or self alley-oops at that point. Take that daggone button shooting out, man. It's done and over with. It's like a cheat code. You can control both of your hands with one button. Like, make that make sense. He said, are there any changes to dunk? We already know it's changes to the dunks. He said, yes, holding the turbo and the right stick down is how you meter dunk in NBA 2K26. There will also, this will also encourage for flashy dunks. Matter of fact, you probably could have did it with this. So since flashy dunks are down, you could have did self alley-oops as I don't know, RT and flick and tap up on the right stick to initiate a self alley-oop. I don't know, just freestyling right now. But you can also do a flashy dunk on the shot meter if you're wide open with no trailing threats. Yeah, that's trash. The meter dunk logic has changed a lot, and you'll notice a much better green window on open dunks, both driving and standing. Bro, that's an L. I don't like the deep meter. I just don't. You should be visually looking at the video game at all times and timing your release or timing your execution on the rim, in my opinion. But you can't win them all. Can anyone do a quick catch and shoot, or does it have attributes of badge requirement? This is a good question. Anyone can perform a catch and shoot. Oh, quick catch and shoot mechanic. There is no restrictions. Oh, W. Good question. Even better respond. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Everybody, they ain't got to worry about a badge, so it ain't got to be bronze, silver. You don't get no bump, no crazy bump for doing quick catch and shoot. It's just strictly, hey, you positioned yourself, you passed the ball, you was properly set up for a shot, and you execute. That's nice. I like that. Depending on your jump shot, if you make it or not. I like that. Like that a lot. He said, "Are there any changes made to address LT dexing?" Here we go. This is a good question though too. I want to make the LT dexing it was a thing, and I believe that they did. This is the reason why they have that new feature called protection, that we saw in the video. But let me see what he says. We've made efforts to reduce the unrealistic motion / cuts that can result from dexing. Attempting to use dexing to cut back and forward rapidly will consume adrenaline. Thank God. Thank God. Because you had the weirdos that would sit there and flick and dribble left, right, left, right, left, right, waiting for the defender to reach. And when the person either timed the correct reach or not, because you're tapping X, no one really used the right stick, and they reach out of position, the moment they're on their sides or in behind them, they was up crabbing, taking that shot. Thank you that adrenaline matters again. Thank you for that. Hopefully we see the game and it actually results into it results into bad shots being sent up. It said make adrenaline great again. Let me see. Hopefully it's done well and the game release. I've got the other L, hopefully. All right, there's that one. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get our quarters in, and I think that is it for the most part. I don't want to do those quick. Oh no, here goes some more. I want to do these Q&As. I don't want to do the regular, Twitter joints. It says, can you use a quick protection? That's what it was called, quick protection. That's what it was. It said, can you use a quick protection even without a defender reaching on you? Does it use adrenaline? You can use quick protection at any time, even if no one's around, and it does not consume adrenaline. Smart, nice, great. I like. Because all you're doing is just protecting the ball. You're not even really, you're not speed boosting out of anything or nothing. You just really just watching the defender and moving his hand. For anybody doing poor reaches, this is for you. That everybody just want to tap the X button, tap the X button, tap the X button. No, if I'm sitting there protecting the ball, I should be able to speed burst up out of there past you on that last reach, or one of them reaches that you messed up on. So I like. What's this? Hold on. Ooh, wee. Hey, boy, looking good, boy. It's my thing, cause man, it look fire. But what I'm saying with the rhythm shooting, even what we seeing right there, you see how he did the rhythm shot out of the post. Man, make post game great again, bro. I'm telling you, this is coming from a person. I'm trying to tell you what build I am, like person I am. I ain't playing the game right now because I'm at work, but I have a point guards with post game, no less than 70 or better. And it was in that threshold. You could have went down to like maybe, I actually couldn't go no lower than that because silver post fade was the one. Bronze post fade was it's okay for smaller builds, 6'3" or something like that, but when you got to the bigger ones, nah, because nobody here really interior when you was playing point guard. So if you come with that post game, ooh, my God, and you know what you was doing? Anywho, that was a W. How do height and attributes restriction work for the? Ooh, good question for this. So they came out with the custom layup packaging, and of course, everybody's hyped for it, even myself. I love it. To be able to mix and match various layups packages is definitely needed in the game. They need to do it just like they do with the dunks. They need to do it with the layups. It just made sense. I made an example, like I love D Rose hop step in the lane when he cuffed the ball, but I didn't like his layup package when he was doing opposite ball handling or left and right. Now being able to switch it up and still keep that daggone D Rose hop step, but now I can probably chain it up with a Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving layup package. Chef kiss. Everybody know LaMelo Balls was terrible, like too animated, but now you able to switch it up and still keep that animation with it. Cause he had one of them, his driving layup when they do the front layup tap, it was on point. Him and Steph Curry was on point with that, even with the floater was nice. But that overly animated one, the one that always get blocked, being able to switch it out, W. That's a W. That is a W. It says height and rating restrictions are similar to NBA 2K25, so that means you still got to hit a certain threshold to unlock certain people for the new custom layup packages. So if you qualify for a significant player layup package in NBA 2K25, you qualify for all of that player's individual layup reverses, quick scoops, floaters, euro, hop steps, and spin packages in 2K26. That is perfect. I couldn't ask for nothing less, no more. This is a massive W in the layup game. Massive W in the layup game. Everybody saying this is a W. Giving you more versatility with your layup packages and stuff like that. Perfect. I can see, man, you can mix and match and switch up to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different packages on the layups. Man, W to the max on that one. I might go crazy. I can switch it with some Kyrie, give you a little bit of Steph Curry. I definitely need that Ant-Man new Euro step with the quick scoop of Steph Curry, and give me that drop step floater with D Rose. Oh, we talking, baby. We saucing it up. All right, is there still a high/low risk reward setting? No, nigga, no. Thank you, no. Like this right now, just off the no alone. He said shot and layup time and risk and reward settings have been removed. Everyone will play on the same playing field in NBA 2K26. Now we talking. Now we talking, Mike. Take those handicap wheels off, brother. Take them training wheels off. Y'all gonna have to really learn how to play the game. You're gonna have to really know something about some basketball here to play this game, bruh. Ain't no more holding hands. Hopefully. It ain't a guarantee. He says, are there any changes to how adrenaline bars work? Adrenaline bars will factor very close to what you're used to from NBA 2K25, but there have been some minor tweaks. For example, if you spam too many escape moves in a short amount of time, it will drain a bar. I don't know about this one. I like that, I hate spamming. So you spamming something. I think that was one of the things that the bigs was using, or the power forwards was using with what's that boy name? Greek the Freak. With that they was spamming the push-up dribble to get up the court faster. So losing the drilling bar, okay. I gotta give it a W for this one. I give it a W. But you just saying, hold on, a short amount of time. If you spam it in a short amount of time, it will drain a bar. It only drains a bar. I think you should be penalized for doing stuff like that significantly in the game. Like, it should be a major L to you for doing stuff like that, because that's the thing about 2K and just gaming in general. The moment one person sees that exploit, everybody gonna run over there and add the package so they can do the exploit. And I like I said, that Greek the Freak moment when they grab a rebound and then all of a sudden you see the bigs just quick escape dribbling up the court like 2-3 times, just spamming it so they can get up the court fast like a point guard. It was trash, but let's see how it turns out. And lastly, are there any changes to the contest system? I said the contest. Yeah. Are there any changes to the contest system? There has been a number of changes to the contest system logic. We've rebalanced the effortlessness of hands up, no jump contest, and jumping contest to better reflect how shots are impacted in real life. We're also showing coverage percentage and full shot feedback again. Trash. I hate the feedback mess. I use it sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one of the handicaps I do use, because I be upset sometimes when I felt like I timed my shot right on the right stick, and then they come to find out, it was slightly early, it was slightly late. I was like, dude, like, come on, man. I use it sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. But being able to do the contest on here, different variations of contesting, I think this is good. This is a W. Because, again, if I'm playing good defense and I'm timing my hands up, I should get rewarded. And if I made the right decision, like, okay, I know that you about to pull up and do a jump shot, so I actually just didn't right stick. I actually came up and jumped while I was defending you. I should get rewarded for that. I don't know about the pick situation, because they got a new dynamic screening system now. So when you do a screen, you can actually rotate your character. You can flick and rotate your character. So your character, like, let's say he was doing the screen on the right, but he wanted to do it on the left. You just do a flick of the controller and he'll go over to his left now. You ain't gotta let go LT, position your player, and then hit the B button to set a screen. Like, nah, you just flick the button, flick the controller, and he'll go into that stance for you, which is nice. This I gotta wait and see. It's a wait and see on this one. Still a W right as of right now, because again, defense need as much help as possible in this game. I champion for defense. I'm prideful of my defense in this game. You know what I'm saying? And I should be rewarded when, I did the proper steps to stop my defender from shooting or getting past me. I should be rewarded with that. So that's what I got on this. For the most part, like I said, right now it's looking like a W. I'm pretty sure this game is going to sell just as much, if not more, than the previous game. Let me check and see if I got any comments on this joint, because I definitely didn't even pay attention. I had to get that off my chest. I ain't gonna hold you. Cause I'm like, boy, who is they coming at right now? Do they not know who I am and how I get down in 2K? Like, bro, I've been doing all type of behind the scene leagues and playing in different games. Like, who, bro? I trust and believe I'm the last person to I just don't bash stuff just to be bashing it. Like, I'm not one of them dudes. I ain't the get along gang dudes, man. I'm not looking for nobody, no cool points with nobody. I'm not looking for no new friends. None of that mess. Oh, okay. It said, child of God, double O, what's good, brother? Stop. You said stop blowing up spots. I want to go to the NBA. You said stop blowing up spots. I wanted to go to the NBA. Had big dreams like a fat man at the buffet. Oh, I hope all is well with you, brother. Oh yeah, appreciate it, bro. Child of God. Yeah, man. Bro, I'm in the same boat, man. I played in high school. Got a little bit of something in college, but I got in trouble like the typical individual, street ball warrior. You know what I'm saying? Used to go. I mean, I got countless basketball stories of going to certain hoods and getting in trouble and all that type of mess. Man, yeah, I've lived my dreams. I got older, I got kids, got a job, and you know what I'm saying? I lived my hoop dreams through 2K. Let me hoop in peace. You feel me? I want real basketball, bro. That's the only way this game is going to grow. I'm I'm the one that already said off the rip. I think they need to separate the two. It's time for 2K to separate the two. They need to separate. They need to make a simulation basketball game, and they need to make a street basketball game that's fully arcaded, not simulation. Y'all can go out there and do all the crazy ankle breaker moves that y'all want to do, and do all the chain dribble moves with 7-footers and have no restrictions. And y'all can have a blast over there. And then you should make a simulation game where people want to play what we're playing now. We want all the training wheels off. We want to play real life simulation. We want to be able to create tournaments, do brackets, make NBA league games, tournaments, all that on 2 separate games. They not trying to, again, and I'm not slow. I know that they're trying to keep the community all in one area, because the more I keep y'all all in one area, the more money you're going to spend. You're going to go spend money in the park area for clothes and all that stuff. You're going to spend money to build up on my career bill or my player bill, so you can go into the pro-am and wreck with your games. You're going to spend money on the cards. You're going to spend money in the GM, or you're going to spend time in the GM league when the game slows down. 2K knows this. It's like a mall. If I can keep you in one area and invest all your time in this one area, you're going to spend your money. I get it. I understand it fully what they're doing. But, and I can't, you know what? Skip what I'm about to say, because honestly, they're doing the right thing. Everybody complains about the game. Everybody cries about the game. But guess what? People go out and buy the game. They're doing exactly what they want. You're mentioning the game in a negative or positive light, and you're spending your money. I just showed you the quarterly earnings. They said in one quarter alone, they doubled their growth in 2K compared to previous 2Ks, just off 2K25 alone. So they're doing something right. Clearly they're doing something right. If they was not doing anything right, guess what? It will reflect in the financial reports. It will reflect in the analytics, because guess what? They have all of the paperwork. They have how much time everybody played the game. They have the amount of money people spent on the game individually. He said they doubled per user. I don't know how many users there is in 2K. Matter of fact, let's Google it. Let's see how many users are in 2K. How many? We just gonna do 2K25. How many units sold for NBA 2K25. Let's just see. I just want to see if they got a ballpark number. He said it sold 7 million. So out of 7 million people, their spending has doubled. It just says NBA 2K25 has sold 7 million units. He said, according to 2K, this matches the sales milestone of NBA 2K24 at the same point of release cycle. So it should be more. This was up on the release cycle. On top of that, and every user out of that 7 million, they doubled their spending in NBA 2K25. That's how much money they're making. You can take that number and roll it up how you want to roll it up. I don't care if it was $20, $5, or $100. They said they doubled the money spent on the game. And that was in 1 quarter alone. That wasn't even the whole yearly cycle of NBA 2K. That was 1 quarter. Miss me with all that other mess, man. Black Lightning, what's good, man? What's going on? He said add a fist fight mode in 2K and it's a day one purchase. Man, I told you the Draymond Green package. We need a Draymond Green package in 2K. But you know, the NBA frown upon fighting, so of course that's not gonna happen. But dang, I did a whole hour. This video supposed to been like 10 minutes, but anywho, man, this your boy Double O. Appreciate everybody that came through and rocked out with your boy. One love and God bless. Y'all be smooth out there. Go tell a loved one that you love them. And like I said, man, I'm on the side of right. I'm not on the side of clout chasing and bike biting and all that extra mess, bro. I enjoy what I paid my money for. I spend time with it, and I see others do the same thing. I'm not one of them YouTubers that's gonna come in, year out, every video say Mike Wang is trash. I'm not sponsored by, I'm not trying to get endorsed by, I'm not trying to get none of that from NBA 2K because 2K have already proven what they are. It's a fraternity. It's a whole, if you're not in the in crowd with a set group of individuals, you don't get access to stuff. They showed that to me years ago when I seen Sid 6'7", one of the dopest 2K players I've ever seen or matched up, even played with in NBA 2K, didn't get into the league. Countless submissions. He submitted his application countless times and didn't get in. And he was better than at least 2/3 of the people that they was picking. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The boy was nice, like respectfully, still nice to this day. So, I seen what the 2K like community was about at that point, and then it's just been downhill. Like it. So again, if you one of them guys that just want to, you know, bash 2K, but you still go out and pay for it, or you bash 2K and you try to make excuses on YouTube saying, "Oh, I get paid off of this," as if you couldn't play anything else. I'm not that guy. That's not me here. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. You're not gonna get that from me. I'm a guy that enjoys what I paid. I see the growth. I see the evolution in 2K, and I will be buying this year just like I bought last year until 2K shows me otherwise, that it's a trash game. Other than that, this is my boy. On love, y'all take care. Y'all be smooth, man. Peace. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all roll out. Also, man.
This is culturally inappropriate.